Okay, so we have a workbench here to work with, and we're gonna see what's going on. And we're gonna open it and build it and put it together and see what it is all about. And we have all the parts here. It is a heavy duty bench. It's not something that you do by yourself. I would suggest have a second person to help you lift it and do all that. We have a nice user's manual right here of how it actually goes together. Not sure if the other camera is catching it, but it is right here. And you can follow this on how to do things. First it starts upside down, looks like. Well, that's nice to know. We have all the parts, we have all the screws, we have the electric drill, the wrench. So we have everything. We just have to start actually building it. Yay! Okay, what's in these boxes? Looks like they're just empty to hold the space. Look at that, that's actually smart. Very smart. Okay. And the other box has the tools. Okay, so we have the power plug that goes on the side of the bench. It's 4 outlets with a switch. Then we have the 4 feet as well that go on the legs. These are heavy duty rubber. Then we have the screws and whatnot inside here. We have the anchors right here for the wall and the screws for the wall. Okay, so far easy enough, nothing crazy. Let's see what's inside the envelope real quick. The Allen wrench and the wrench itself. We might need them down the line. We have this whole screws, K6. They're all labeled nice, by the way. We have another bag with K2s, another bag with K1s, which look like they're wood. Have K3 and K7. Looks like just nuts. That would go with these right here to be around, but we'll see that when we start putting everything together. But yeah, all the parts are here and they actually look pretty easy to work with. So right here we have the 2 legs that go on the sides. This is the side where the power strip goes, and this is where you extend the legs. You unscrew this one here, this Allen, and you let it go down. We're gonna see that in a second. As you see, I can move it. That's why it's intentional like this. And we have the other side too, the same thing. These are the sliders for the drawers. Everything is packaged absolutely nice and professional. Oh, this is some heavy duty drawer slider. Very, very smooth. Wow. So it goes on the sides to hold the drawer here. Beautiful. We should have 2 of them, of the sliders. And the other 2 should be the brackets, but I'm going to pull them in a second. Yep, the other slider. Really nice. Wow, it's all with ball bearings inside there. Not just simple slide. Look at that. It's actual ball bearings. And we have the 2 brackets for the sliders. And yep, it has the stoppers or catchers, however you want to call them, inside. Perfect. Then we have the drawer front. This is where the handles are for the drawer too. Wow, the wrapping, they did a good job. Look, that's the drawer handles. All metal, by the way. And these are just, covers. Look at the handles. Wow, this is some high quality, actually. I like it. They did a really good job. Okay, so we have more stuff to go. This should be the end of the drawer. Or the other side that closes. It's the other side. Okay. And these are the wall plates, I think. Yep, they are the wall plates. I'm gonna put everything on the side, just so I know where things are. And then we have the other wall plate. Yep, they're all here. And we should have a third wall plate. Yep. Oh yeah. And the reason I'm not pulling it all on the garage floor is that this is a butcher's block on the bottom that we're gonna need it to be laying down flat as it is right now in order to start mounting the legs on it first. So we mount like upside down from ground up. It'll make sense in a second. And this should be the other plate. Yep, it is. The metal plate. Yep, that's what this is. Really good metal. Really great job. They literally did a job that's, I would think, a workbench traditionally with this quality would cost you at least triple this one. I'm not joking. I'm touching actual what quality they put here. I know how much this would really cost if you bought it in the store. And we have a mat that goes on top of the bench when we're done. It's almost like a mouse pad mat. Really nice quality. Let me put this on the side so it doesn't get nasty. I mean, it's a workbench, but you know, it's still better to keep things as new as you can for as long. And now we have the butcher's block, which I may not fully want to put out of the box, is I'm gonna build on it right here. That's the most practical way you can do this one. But I'm just gonna lift it to show it to you. That's the block. And I'm gonna leave the liner there. Really nice. It's actually polished. Wow, and finished. So the screws go from this side, and the other side will be the this side right here is the top side. So we're just gonna leave it like this and start building on it on this side, because that's how it works. Let me start with the two G's right here. These are both G. And what else do we need? With a G, we need the D and E, which are the legs right there. And we put these around each other, then we put them all on the piece of wood there. So let's do that really quick and I'll get right back. But first, let me do it. And to properly install the beam, we need the K2s. It's these things right here. That's what I'm gonna do. If you are at this step so far, as you see, we installed this metal together, right, the beam. And now what you do, you're gonna need the K1s, this bag here, and one of those Phillips drill bits. And of course, make sure you flip this upside down, and holes are pre-drilled on the bottom side. That's why I said I'm not going to take this butcher's block out of there. You see the reason now. We flip this out like this, and you'll find the holes are all around, and just go put them all out. And make sure while you're building this, the hole, as you see right there, for the electric outlet, and there's a small notch right there, stays on your right side while you have this facing you. And well, let me do that part and I'll get right back and see where we are at then. It took me what, 2 minutes to put all the screws here so the beam or the beams are installed on the tabletop. As you see right now, I can lift the whole thing. Feels really solid. And then next, this is done. Just flip to the other page. Still upside down though. Still upside down. We are gonna have to install the drawer rails, because that's next thing to be put on here. So let's go do that really quick. And for that, we need the K3s, 4 of these, because it will be mounted on all these sides. And then I'll let you know about the next step really quick. So let me do this quick. I'm not sure if you can notice, but the drawer sliders are going that way, right? Keep in mind the table is upside down, so when I flip it up, these drawer sliders, instead of going towards the wall, they'll come towards me. so it flips itself around. And that's it. That's the next step to put the drawer sliders on, and we'll move to the next one really quick. Step is now to adjust the height of those legs. I'm gonna go for maximum, but you go as however you want. I need the table high because I'm quite tall, so that's why. And you're gonna need K2s. So it would be easier for you to adjust it right now because there's two Allen screws right there, two, and two, so it's 8 in total. And I'm gonna do that right now. And yes, at this point, right after we adjust the legs, we're gonna go ahead and put these pieces on. That's the time. Let's do this really quick. Okay, so the legs are done. As you see, all 4 of them. I put them on maximum height, and all I have left to do right now is to flip it on the right side, and we are almost ready to go at this point. Upside now, we're gonna have to install the pegboard behind there, so it will look really nice, and we're gonna put in the drawer as well. But we can build the drawer now on top of the table. Yay! I like this. Look at that build quality. How about that? Looks really nice, actually. So I'm gonna keep building more. And to install it, we're gonna have to simply take it, slide it there, and it's pretty much it with the drawer. It is a solid piece. Let me just put it back in there. Look how cool that looks. Really nice. Boom, just like that. The drawer is installed, and it has that soft open and close. Look at that. Boom. Look how perfect that looks. Now, we have to install the board on the wall really quick. I'm gonna do that, and we'll get right back, and I'm gonna put some tools there just so you can see how it's supposed to look. And we're almost done with that. And before I forget, to install this here, I just routed the cable right just behind this because I have the outlet somewhere there. And installed with these 2 K3 low screws on 2 sides. And you should be good to go at that point, but let's put them in really quick. Sometimes I might forget. Now we have the power outlet right here with a switch towards me, so it's easier to turn it off and on, so I can plug my table saw or whatever I'm gonna work on. So looks good. And boom, just like that, we have everything put on. And look at that. I already have a few tools, but I didn't transfer everything here yet. Look how smooth this thing is. Boom. That's cool. Now I'm gonna put this mat on top really quick, just so it looks cool. I like that they included it. Boom. Wow. Now that looks high end here. And you can put the magnet lights if you have some of those. So you like that. They can stick here in this metal. You can put them anywhere you want, but these don't come with it, by the way. These are mine. But I know that they're magnetic backs. So look at that, what I can do. Now I can work here. You can do a whole video here. I mean, imagine that now. You can put one of those cameras to film from above. Look at that. You know, it's beyond the workshop. This is actually really cool. I'm surprised with this thing. It's just so easy to use and so practical. I don't know why I haven't looked at this before. I have another one, but it's completely different. It doesn't have all these cool stuff. It's one of those that's only stainless steel, the whole thing, and doesn't have the wood on top. But this one, yeah. I think I know my new tool now. And yes, you can put all the other tools that came with it if you want to save them. I usually never throw away the extra stuff because, as you see, I have plywood on the back, so I didn't need the anchors. But I'm gonna take them out of there and put them on a nice case. Put my other tools here while I'm working. Look at that. How easy is that? Seriously, this is probably one of the best benches you will see, and that I think you can buy for this kind of money. It just makes sense, and it's really, really nice. And in my opinion, what I like about it is practicality. Is there's nothing worse than having a workbench that doesn't work with you. So you must have a workbench that actually does what you need and works as intended. So I'm gonna put some of these things. They don't come with it, at least on this version. These things right here. These are just standard hooks. They're all over. You just plug them on any of the holes here on the board, on the wall, like this. And you can hang stuff on them, like anything you want. Even up to one of these drills, like this. It can hold that too, but usually, I don't know who would hang a drill like that, but you can put these small tools, bigger tools, whatever you please, it will fit on these hooks, and they're readily available all over, so that's not a big deal. I'm not gonna sweat too much about it, but it's solid. Literally, see that? It is solid. All made of real metal, and this is a butcher's block piece of wood or style. Really nice and coated, and you get a mat on top of it to preserve it. I mean, what else can you get on this? And you saw it didn't take that long to build it. Really, it was what, 30-40 minutes, and this thing is done. That's all. And you are good to go and start working and do whatever you have to do that you would work on your workbench. Just follow the instructions, and they're laid out really nice. The instructions manual, they did a really, really good job laying every single step on how to put it together. And at the end, boom, you're just done. It's actually very easy to follow. So do I suggest this, and do I think this works? Absolutely yes. This is going to be my new personal workbench, because it actually does what I need, and it is exactly what I need. So big up on the build quality and the design. Look at the wall board, how nicely designed it is and put together to fit with a bench. It's literally side to side in a really, really nice way. So in my opinion, this one gets a huge big up.